You are a Ford Endurance driver, though.
Yeah, but it's something cool about the Volvo. To see the whole crowd at Adelaide light up and cheer Scotty on was a pretty exciting moment.
You've got Broadmeadows blue. They've got Nordic blue, I guess, is probably the difference.
Yeah.
This is going to... It's close. It's all blue. It's all blue.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see if we have any blues here in this one. John Bow on the front row of the grid. There he is in the Mustang that has been the dominant car in TCM the last couple of years. He starts on the front row with Jimmy Richards. A couple of new cars joining in this weekend just to add a little bit of variety. And this is one of them. This is Tony Hunter's Chev Monza. This is cool. Yeah,
it runs a smaller capacity engine. Tony, a competitor in the class and a driving force behind the class. Really enjoying his time in the car, and it looks all right too.
It's got the 302 Chev engine in it. He's still... It's down the back of the grid. They're still ironing out some of the bugs, as they are with Bruce McLeod, who's got a Superbird Falcon, which is starting down the back. It's having its first run. They've had a few delays getting parts for that car. So a couple of new cars. We were supposed to have a Pontiac this weekend.
That would have been good. I was going to start watching the Rockford Files again.
Ian Palmer's got a new car. Unfortunately, had a few dramas, and it's not here this weekend. But we look forward to seeing it somewhere in the next couple of rounds. So John Bow starts on pole. 8 different cars in the top 10 on the grid. Variety in TCM is really good.
Well, the best thing I like about it, sprint car legend Max Dumsey fits all the tyres.
Yeah, well,
you go down the grid and see that happening. That's pretty cool.
Go sideways too. He knows all about it. Second row of the grid there, Greg Keat in the Porsche 911. He starts alongside Tony Karanfilovsky. Hey, we've got Chargers, we've got Mustangs, we've got Monaros, we've got Monzas. Everything that starts with them, just about.
We're missing a bit of Mopar action this weekend with Greg Crick, the racing legend from Tasmania. Some yellow flags there.
We better say g'day to Cricky too. He hasn't been the best lately, but we did see him at Simmons Plains last weekend.
Cito there looking on.
Oh, it's masters everywhere. We need to get that man in a car.
It would be good to see Cito out there, wouldn't it?
There he is, the two-time V8 Supercar champion watching on.
Still got the same haircut he's had since he was 12.
Gold, dude, gold.
Straight into the barber. I reckon he's still go to the same barber too.
Now we should explain too that this is going to be a double file. Rolling start was the plan. So they have introduced this year to Touring Car Masters, little American style flavour to TCM.
Well, it's good too. It saves the driveline and the clutches, and that keeps a bit of cost down. Gentleman Jim Richards, not. Got that reputation from punting you off the track, then walking up to you afterwards and apologising.
It does remind me, though, it's 20 years on from you and Longhurst here at Winton.
Yeah, it is 20 years this weekend that me and Tony got together there. And still get a lot of feedback about that.
It's one of the most publicised moments.
I get a call from the world's biggest dummy spit show once a year. Can you ring up and tell us about it?
Only bloke I've ever seen try to punch another guy with a helmet on, though.
Yeah.
Cars rolling around to warm up for this one. And this will be a rolling start with just nice variety. There's the Tirana of Kerry McMahon, who also races one of Scafie's old Nissans in Group A historic touring car racing. So this is a little bit of a different beast. The Super Chip Auto viewer vote, nice spread from what everyone's saying, but Holden, who have been winning the races so far this year, they do have the most amount of cars on the grid, and they've got the most vote at the moment.
Oh, Volvo just dropped. Oh, he's back. The Volvo's back.
Get your phone out.
Yeah. It's a bit of passion for that brand, which just shows Volvo have caught the other manufacturers napping. Those other premium product brands have got to get into the sport.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'd be great to see some BMWs.
Oh, I know a bloke who used to drive one of them.
Would be good.
I'm not going to make a call on who's where because it keeps changing as you keep voting. Make sure you do via the V8 Supercars website or via the 7 Sport app. But Holden's still clearly leading the way. Everyone's fighting for the scraps behind. So while these cars are rolling around, they're almost at the final turn. So rolling double file start. John Bow, championship leader, but he didn't win a race in Adelaide. He was just the most consistent there over the course of the weekend. NZ Touring Car Masters, round 2 of the series. Haven't been a Winton since 2010. What are they doing? This is the nation's action track. You've got to be here.
You've got to be here. Rural Victoria. And it's great that we're back here in a decent time of the year.
It was a little chilly when we were here in August last year.
It's cold.
Cars at the final corner. We'll get a race start. 10 laps, Richards and Bow. Hall of Famer, V Hall of Famer. Watch for that yellow Porsche. Greg Keane behind the wheel. This is the track that will suit a Porsche. Nice and tight, nimble. Wait for the start. Wait for the green flag. The Touring Car Masters underway at Winton Motor Raceway. Plenty of guys making moves in the middle of the pack, deep into turn one. John Bowe will lead the way. Jim Richards back to second. Greg Keane, though, that Porsche will be third.
He'll slot into third here. Should have the line coming up to turn four.
Car off! Oh,
He's into the tyres.
In the background, that is the Mustang of Steve Mason, the Pro-Am category car, inaugural series champion.
Oh, he's going to try and get it running. His NASCAR spec, just get it back to the pits and keep racing.
Doors flapping, left front's damaged. I thought that was going to actually be a little bit bigger than...
So we do have a safety car out.
Yeah, safety car is out because they'll need to clean up the area there. So John Bowe leads the way. We'll take a break. TCM under safety car. We'll be back from Winton in just a sec. Safety car leads in TCM. Not the leader that we really wanted, though, unfortunately. It's because of an incident turn one. This was the replay of the rolling double file start. The first couple got through okay. Greg Keane had the Porsche slightly locked up. But look a bit further back in the pack for Steve Mason in the red Mustang.
So that high line out of two is not real handy, is it?
No, and it ends up in the tyre wall.
Bit of a tyre wall.
He's managed to limp it around part of the lap, but he's given up and abandoned ship.
Well, the good thing is he got out of the way quickly so we can get the rest of this race underway.
You can see it was wide there, but it flicks back across and
the tyres just grab it.
Better than a concrete wall, though.
Yep, he'll be down to rare spares, get a few parts.
Ooh, ouch. Hands off the wheel.
Yeah, well...
Ouch.
Pretty lucky the tyres were there. It did pull him in, but it would have been more concrete than anything.
And that was his son, Cam, going past in the Camaro who saw it all. So, restart in TCM. John Bowe and Jim Richards gone. Tony Garofalowski can't keep up with him. Andrew Mediki's next in the black Camaro. Then Greg Keane. Then Eddie Albanese's next. Keith Kasuki in that big Falcon. I hear some of the boys in pit lane tell me those things, those hardtop Falcons are punching out over 700
They're big, they are. They're making big numbers. Big numbers.
Brett Yulden in that fluoro green Monaro. There's Tony Hunter in the new Monza. To jump on board. Sounds the part too.
Does sound cool. Just on the chip there. Probably about 8,000 revs.
And that's one of the new cars that is still needing a bit of development. This is the other one. This is Bruce McLeod. Yeah, this is the Superbird XA Falcon.
These guys are out of Darwin.
Yeah, they are.
So the long trek down.
It's a long trip to come.
Getting prepared for the next round up there in the top end.
Hope you packed the thermals as well. It's slightly chillier here of an evening than Darwin town. Here's Garofalowski. This was a new car that he started running last year, this Mustang. Won a race in the first round on the streets of Adelaide. And is now really competitive with these big boys who've been around.
It just looks so tough in those colours too, doesn't it? The flat black and the orange.
It's a bit of a step up from the Alpha he used to drive.
He'd nearly take that out doing laps. Oh, he's got... Oh.
We took him up.
Bit of axle hop there.
And he's gone at turn 11. Third place has gone begging for the Mustang. He'll have to try to find a spot in the traffic here to rejoin. So now it becomes a Bowe versus Richards fight, which... Oh, Jason Gomersall goes around in the iSeek Tirana. Everyone go right. Stay right.
So that car there is actually built by Jimmy Stone. From Stone Brothers fame. Runs Super Shocks.
Getting all the plugs in now. Well done. Problem is, though, it's at the back of the field and 19th, but they've been slowly chipping away with those Tiranas since they came into TCM. Remember that it's a category that's open to cars up to 1976. Don't be fooled. They are old cars, but some of the bits in them are very good.
They're Picassos when you go and have a look at some of the work and the engineering and the beautiful presentation that these guys put into these cars, and they go out there and hammer them like they really don't care about them.
Watching here, Cam Mason in the blue Camaro. We saw his dad, Steve. He was the one who was in the drama with the Mustang that brought out the safety car. We're inviting him behind in the Mustang. A replay of what was...
it's been unloaded,
yeah, there was a little bit of contact, wasn't there?
Yeah. He just had a bit of a dip here. That's...
I think that's Sven Burkhardt's trying to go down the inside and...
Not really on.
Not really on. That's the Chris Stillwell Mustang that he and Chris are going to share for the year. It was all going on just behind as Karen Volosky got going. Yeah, Mark King, he won a race too at the Streets of Adelaide.
He loves this class, and his connection really is 80% of the field in the V8 supercars. He's a manufacturer of their springs, so great business up there on the Gold Coast. Mark King owns. A great supporter of motorsport worldwide.
Here's the two XB hardtops, the coupes with Eddie Albanese behind the wheel, and Keith Kasuki's done a little bit of work with.
Yeah, we've been working with Keith, doing some advanced race driver training up at our performance driving centre on the Gold Coast, and making great grounds with him. Just refining his driving technique, and this car has so much power, and the big trick is trying to get it to the ground and keep the tyres alive.
It's the car that Glenn Seaton raced, remember, a couple of years ago in TCM.
Wasn't quick in it.
Yeah, he was a rocket up at Bathurst, and look at the menacing this Porsche though. This Porsche should be
there
good.
You go, mate. I've never seen a Falcon outbreak a Porsche.
It should be the other way around.
Come on, Keith, get in there, brother.
John Bowe leads the way. In fact, he's broken the lap record. This is a weird track this weekend with some of the grip going on.
I'd say the Porsche's got a problem there.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Not normal.
No, that's not normal for a Porsche to be passed so easily around some corners by some big Fords. Bowe's done a 1:31.1, Paul. That's
He's done a bolter.
1.1 seconds faster than his lap record, albeit that was 4 years ago, so there has been development in the cars, but the track is a little weird this weekend too.
Well, I still reckon John Bowe could go to Bathurst in a V8 supercar and hold his own. The guy's that good.
Well, didn't you see April 1?
Yeah.
Bowe and Johnson are making a return.
Oh, I don't know if Dick could have done it, but JB
sucked a few people in.
Sucked a few people in, but JB, you could definitely put your money down. He would be able to hold his own at Bathurst, no problem at all.
Hey, Tony Hunter's holding his own here in this Monza. He started 19th on the grid. He's into the top 10 in just 5 laps of racing. That's impressive.
Well, he was talking it up after practice that, they were making refinements to the car and all the usual stuff, make a couple of adjustments to go faster, but he's delivering.
We've seen Tony race a range of different cars. He had a HQ that our great mate Jason Richards drove at Bathurst.
Yes, he did, yeah.
A few years ago, and he also had a Camaro going back a few years, but wanted to go with something different, and I like that. Let's get something different in there, and this is definitely different. You think of Monzas, you think of Peter Brock, Jamie Winkup's Uncle Graham raced one, Bob Jane. Great pedigree in the sport.
So, yeah, a rich history in Australian racing. You just hear him working the throttle there, just steering the car on the throttle. Obviously well balanced.
Sounds the part as well. He runs in 10th overall. Sven Burkhardt's just behind. Oh, we're inviting on the grass. That's not going to help. Kerry McMahon on the fight back mission in the Tirana. Down the inside, job done. That's for another spot. But Bowe and Richards, they've cleared away. They're 4 seconds clear of Andrew Medicki. In fact, this will be the final lap for this race. And
that's a bit short.
Yeah, they've just shortened it up. Obviously, the safety car is...
Obviously, these guys know it's final lap. They're driving like it is.
And it's not even for a spot in the top 10. They're fighting for 12th place on their own in this first race of the weekend, the second round of TCM. Let's have a look behind.
Oh, he's just got her up on the curb and kept the foot into it.
Max Dumsey would be proud of the Hoosiers doing that.
Yeah, he'd sell a few more.
And Vining takes off down the grass to make sure that there was no contact, and Kerry McMahon got the pair of them. So John Bowe's done it nicely, reigning champ. This will be his first race win, though, of the year. He did win the round in Adelaide, but didn't win a race.
He's put on a clinic here today, hasn't he?
Yep, absolutely.
And I guarantee you, he is pushing 100%.
Yeah.
JB does not know the word go slow, save the car, save the tyres.
No, he's all about the win.
He's all about the win.
And he and Jim Richards have been the dominant guys. I think for a lot of guys in TCM, to have the chance to race against these guys who they would have watched for years, is pretty cool.
Opportunity.
Pretty cool.
Amazing opportunity.
Two
and
corners.
To beat them. Some guys actually give them a whooping.
They don't win them all. We should point out they don't dominate this category quite as much as they used to, and some other guys probably think that they do, but they do a really good job. And John Bowe will bring the car they call Mustang Sally off the final turn. He picks up his first race win of 2014 in Touring Car Masters. Well done to the former Bathurst champ, Jimmy Richards, home in second in the Falcons sprint.
Third.
Andrew Medicki, yep, third in the Camaro. Battle of the Falcons is tight. Kazuki got.
There you go, mate. All that
Eddie
driver
Albanese
training paid off.
Right on the line, or in fact, Albanese's timing transponder didn't go off, so they were probably alongside one another and blocked the signal.
I'm claiming the 4th place for Keith.
Shows it on the timing screen. Anyway, there's Tony Hunter.
Take that.
Home in 9th place. That was a really nice debut from that Chevy Monza, but need to put a caravan on this guy. JB, way too quick. He's been a winner here before in just about anything, really. Open wheelers, V8s, he's done it.
He's the full package, isn't he?
Yeah, he's picked up a win in
Kingy in 7th.
this one. Fastest lap of the race on the last lap to Eddie Albanese there. I'm not sure if that's going to work out on the timing screen. They're still getting the scoring system to tick over. It was all a bit confusing. Jason Goblistle got going again. The Toronto was 18th. Bruce McLeod in that new Falcon XA Superbird. They